Hey everyone! Welcome back to Real English Talk. I'm Luna.
And I'm Henry. Thanks for joining us again today. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe or follow. This show is all about learning real, useful English through daily conversations.
That's right. And today's episode is perfect if you're always on the move. Our topic is, in a hurry, how to get a taxi and speak English on the go.
We've all had those moments when we're rushing, maybe to the airport or a meeting, and we need a ride fast. But what do you say? How do you explain where you're going or ask for help if the driver doesn't understand?
Yep, these quick moments can be stressful. So today, we'll break it all down. You'll learn the key phrases for getting a taxi, giving directions, and dealing with problems calmly.
And we won't just explain, we'll act it out. So stick around for our little taxi drama.
Also, grab a pen or open your notes app. We'll share some great expressions to use when you're in a hurry.
All right, let's dive in.
Okay, Luna, let's get into the real part now. How to actually get a taxi when you're in a hurry.
Right. Let's say it's raining and I'm late for a meeting. I can't wait for a bus. I need a cab. First step?
If you're outside, look for one with the light on. That usually means it's available. You can wave your hand and say, "Taxi."
And if I want to call a cab instead?
You can say, "Hi, I need a taxi at your address." That's simple and clear.
Got it. And if they ask for more details?
Just give your name and maybe your phone number. Like, "My name is Luna. You can reach me at 555-1234.
Okay, now let's practice. I'll pretend I'm calling.
Sounds fun.
Hi, I need a taxi at 45 Maple Street.
Sure. May I have your name, please?
Luna, my number is 555-1234.
A driver will be there in 10 minutes.
Thank you so much.
That's a great example. So natural and clear.
It really helps to keep it short and polite.
Totally. And remember, speak slowly if you're nervous. It's better to be clear than fast.
Good point. Let's now teach a few phrases people can use when they call for a cab.
Sure. You can say, "How long will it take? Can you come quickly? I'm in a hurry, please."
These are very useful when time matters. Want to try a quick quiz?
Yes, I'll say the phrase, you tell us what it means.
Okay, let's go.
How long will it take?
It means you're asking about the time it'll take to arrive.
You got it. Let's keep going after the break.
We're now standing outside. It's raining a little, and we really need a ride.
Yeah, this is a typical moment when you might want to grab a taxi fast.
So, what do? Just wave?
Yep. Step close to the curb, raise your hand, and make eye contact with the driver.
Simple, right? But what do I say when the car stops?
Try this. "Hi, can you take me to 45 Main Street?"
Or if you're not sure of the exact address?
Then say something like, "Hi, can you take me near Central Park?" Or, "I'm going to the university area."
That sounds easy, but sometimes I forget the name of the place.
No problem. You can always say, "I'm not sure of the name. Can I show you on the map?"
Great tip. Now let's practice. Repeat after us.
"Hi, can you take me to Central Park?"
I'm not sure of the name. Can I show you on the map?
"I'm going to the university area."
Say each one again. Picture yourself in the rain trying to get home.
Yeah, feel that moment. It's busy, it's wet, and you just want to get moving.
Learning real English for real moments. That's what we're here for.
Let's keep going. All right. So we've talked about calling a taxi and asking how long it'll take. But what if you're already in the taxi?
Oh, great point. You might want to check if the driver understands where you're going. You can say something like, "Do you know this address?" Or just show it on your phone.
Yes. And if the driver isn't sure, you can say, "Can you use GPS, please?" Simple and helpful.
Also, if you're in a hurry, you might say, "Is this the fastest way?" Or, "Can we avoid traffic?"
Exactly. These questions help you feel more in control, even in another language.
And if you're not sure where to stop, you can say, "Can you drop me off at the corner?" Or, "Near the entrance, please."
Little phrases like that make the ride much smoother.
By the way, when you're getting close to your destination, you might say, "That's my stop," or "Right here is fine."
And don't forget to say, "Thank you for the ride."
A smile and a thank you always leave a good impression.
Let's do a mini role play with these.
Okay, I'll be the passenger.
Sounds good.
Excuse me, do you know this address?
Yes, I do. Hop in.
Can we take the fastest way? I'm a bit late.
Sure thing. I'll use GPS.
Thank you. Can you drop me off near the entrance?
No problem. We're almost there.
Right here is fine. Thanks for the ride.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
So that's a full mini taxi ride in English.
Yes. If our listeners try this at home, they'll feel more confident the next time they travel or need to get around.
Let's go over the key expressions from this scene, slowly.
Ready? Here we go. Hey, Luna, have you ever tried calling a taxi during rush hour?
Oh, yes, it's always a bit of a challenge. So many people are in a hurry at the same time.
Right? That's why today, let's walk through some common English you can use when you need a taxi quickly.
Sounds good. Let's start with what to say when you're on the street and trying to get a cab.
You can wave your hand and say, "Taxi," or "Excuse me, are you free?" if the driver looks your way.
And once they stop, you can say, "Can you take me to Main Street, please?" Or, "I'm going to the airport."
Exactly. It's simple but clear. And if the driver says, "Sorry, I'm off duty," don't take it personally.
Yep, just wait for the next one. You can also use apps. And when the driver arrives, say, "Hi, is this for Luna?"
Good one. Let's practice that short exchange.
"Hi, is this for Luna?"
Yes, hop in.
Great. Now, what about inside the taxi?
You can say, "Could you take the fastest way, please?" Or, "Can we avoid the highway?"
If you're worried about the fare, you might ask, "About how much will it cost?"
Right. And near your destination, you can say, "You can drop me off right here." Or, "This is fine, thank you."
And don't forget, always say thank you.
Yes, it's polite and always appreciated.
So let's review. When you're in a hurry, be calm, use short, polite sentences, and stay clear.
You got it. Want to practice with us?
Repeat after me. "Hi, is this for me?"
Could you take me to the train station, please?
"How long will it take?"
Can I pay by card?
Awesome. Keep repeating until it feels natural.
You're doing great. Let's keep going in the next part.
Hey, have you ever used a ride-hailing app like Uber?
Yeah, I use it a lot when I'm traveling. It's super handy when you don't know the city.
Totally. I always open the app, type the address, and check the estimated fare before confirming.
Right. And it's helpful to know a few phrases if you're getting picked up.
Like?
For example, "Excuse me, are you my driver?" Or, "I think I'm at the pickup spot."
That's useful. Sometimes the driver calls and speaks English quickly.
Yes, you can just say, "Sorry, I'm learning English. Can you speak slowly?" That's polite and clear.
Or if you're outside, "I'm wearing a blue jacket, standing near the coffee shop."
Nice. Giving details helps a lot. You could also say, I see your car, or I'll be there in 1 minute.
What if the driver is late?
Just ask, how long will it take? Or, are you nearby?
Got it. Let's practice that. Say it with me. Excuse me, are you my driver?
Then try, I'm at the pickup spot, near the bookstore.
And I'll be there in 1 minute. Say it like you're trying to be helpful and calm.
Great job. These short phrases can make everything smoother.
And more confident, too. It feels less scary when you know what to say.
That's the power of small sentences and daily practice.
One ride at a time. One sentence at a time.
Learning English, one real moment at a time.
So, Henry, do you remember the first time you had to get a taxi in a hurry?
Oh, definitely. I was late for a meeting downtown. It was raining, I was soaked, and I couldn't get a ride.
That sounds stressful. What did you say to the driver when you finally got one?
I said, "Hi, I need to go to Bay Street and I'm in a bit of a rush. Could you please take the fastest route?"
That's a great example. Short, polite, and clear.
Right. Being calm and respectful really helps, even if you're in a hurry.
Let's break that down for our listeners. You can say, I'm in a bit of a rush, or I'm running late. Both are soft ways to show urgency.
Yes. And if the driver isn't sure where you're going, you can say, "It's near the big library," or "close to the city hall."
Giving a landmark really helps. And don't forget to say thank you at the end, even if you're in a rush.
Definitely. Courtesy makes a difference. Want to role play a quick example?
Sure, I'll be the passenger and you be the driver.
All right.
Hi, I need to get to 21 King Street as quickly as possible, please.
No problem. Fastest route, right?
Yes, please. Thank you.
You got it.
That's it. Simple and smooth.
Try saying that with us. Ready?
I need to get to your destination as quickly as possible, please.
And now you, no problem. Fastest route, right?
Good job. See how natural that can feel?
Practice like this will really help when the moment comes.
Keep going. You're building your confidence with every line. That reminds me of something that happened yesterday.
Oh, what happened?
I was walking home and suddenly I felt really nervous. I wasn't sure why.
That's interesting. Did something trigger it?
I think it was just the dark sky and the empty street. It made me feel uneasy.
That sounds a bit scary, but you made it home safely?
Yes, I did. And I told myself, it's okay to feel scared sometimes.
Exactly. Emotions don't make us weak. They make us human.
I'm learning to talk to myself kindly when I feel anxious.
That's a great strategy. Self-talk can really help. I do the same when I'm stressed.
Like saying, I can handle this, or take one step at a time.
Yes. Simple phrases like that can calm your mind.
For everyone listening, next time you feel overwhelmed, try a gentle sentence like that.
Repeat after us. I can handle this.
Again, I can handle this.
Because you really can.
And if it's hard to believe, say it anyway. It helps.
Even if you whisper it to yourself, it's powerful.
That reminds me of something that happened yesterday. You know what really tests my English? When I get angry.
Oh yeah, emotions make it 10 times harder to speak clearly.
Once, someone cut in front of me in line, and I said, "Why you do this?"
That's totally understandable. Your brain focuses on the emotion, not the grammar.
Exactly. I meant to say, "Excuse me, but I think I was next."
That's much softer. Want to practice that kind of response?
Yes, let's try both, the angry and the calm versions.
Okay, first, angry version.
Hey, that's not fair.
Now, calm version.
Excuse me, I believe it's my turn.
Perfect. The second one keeps things peaceful.
But it's so hard in the moment.
I get it. Emotions are strong. That's why we practice in calm moments.
Makes sense. So I'll try to breathe first next time.
Good plan. Breathe first, then speak.
Summary tip. When you're angry, pause and use simple words like excuse me, I think, and please. They help you sound polite, even when you're upset. Okay, so we're finally here. That was fast.
Yeah, not bad at all. The driver was friendly too.
And now we've practiced so many useful phrases.
Definitely. Want to do a quick recap?
Sure. So we learned how to say, excuse me, is this taxi available? Could you take me to the train station? How much is the fare? Please turn on the meter. Can I pay with card?
And also how to ask the driver to slow down or go faster.
Right. And how to talk about traffic and destination.
This was really helpful, especially for people who don't use taxis often.
Or people traveling for the first time. These simple phrases can really help.
Let's give our listeners some practice lines to say out loud.
Good idea. Repeat after me. Practice time. 1. Could you take me to the airport, please? 2. Is the fare fixed or metered? 3. Can we avoid the highway? It's too crowded. 4. Thanks for the ride. Have a great day.
Excellent. You're really getting the hang of it.
Remember, every time you say something in English, you're building confidence.
And learning to speak naturally.
That's it for today's episode.
Thanks for joining us on Real English Talk.
If you found this helpful, leave a comment or tell us about your own taxi experience.
And don't forget to subscribe. New episodes are coming every week.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye, everyone.